है ना आरती? स्मिता जी इज अमेजिंग, आई नो। वी ऑल आर फैंस एंड जब वो बात करती हैं आप सब हुक हो जाएंगे उनकी बातों में। ओके एंड शी इज हियर। सो गाइस, स्मिता जी ने मुझे भेज दी है और जल्दी ही उनका ब्यूटीफुल पॉजिटिव फेस हमें दिखेगा एंड शी इज हियर। Welcome, Smita ji. Welcome, heartiest welcome on Universe of Moms. And you are looking as pretty as always.
Thank you, Neha. So are you.
Thank you, Smita ji. And it's my honor to share the screen with you right now. I think all my relatives, friends, family members will be so jealous that I am sharing a screen with you. क्योंकि आपके साथ screen share करना बहुत सारे लोगों के लिए एक honor रहा है. And thank you, ma'am. Thank you for being with us today. And मैं अभी सबको बता रही थी कि आप सिर्फ एक एपिसोड नहीं, एक सीरीज ऑफ एपिसोड्स के लिए हमारे साथ जुड़े हैं. तो
Yes,
वेलकम
yes.
स्मिता जी. एंड आपका
Thank you.
इंट्रोडक्शन करने से पहले आप कुछ बोलना चाहते हैं क्या? सारी मदर्स आपसे जुड़ चुकी हैं.
No, I'm just waiting. Actually, I've been waiting to be on the Unimom for a long time. Last time when I attended a function, it was so nice, and I felt so good. I said, "Chalo, let's see. We have to meet the other moms." Though I'm a grandmom now, but y'all are all moms, so it's nice to meet. Which I was once upon a time a mom. I've just become grand.
You've become grander, I know, because I last live also you shared a lot of tips around
Yeah.
motherhood and also as a dadi, nani, what you're doing with your kids. So a lot of advice for our, mothers of different age group. Smita ji, you know that Unimo is a community where, people like you have supported us a lot because it's a mother's community, a community where parents have a voice. They discuss their, their problems, their concerns. And then we were discussing about today's topic, in fact, the time when we met at Rangoli. और मैंने आपको बोला कि you are so much into spirituality and you drive the importance of spirituality. How can we actually nurture our children and how can we, make them, better human beings? So आपने कहा एक बहुत अच्छी चीज आपने कही, which got embedded in me. You said, heal yourself first. You said before having a child or even after having a child, you should work yourself on healing or yourself first as a parent. Otherwise, your child will have to heal you as a parent. So,
Yeah.
Sweta ji, that is the topic of the day also because you made us think on it. And I would need your permission to start the conversation because I have a
Please
lot of
go ahead.
questions parked with me. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
And mothers who are watching us right now, I can see the questions already pouring in, guys. Feel free to ask your questions. I will try to include as many as possible. Of course, looking at the brevity of time because Smita ji is also very occupied, but she's taken out time to be with us. But मैं FAQs में ज़्यादातर आपके questions cover कर लूँगी mothers. So let me start by my first question first, which is the big elephant in the room. Smita ji, a lot of people talk about healing, but what exactly is the concept of healing and what is spiritual healing all about? If you can take us through that.
Yeah, healing is spiritual. When you say healing, it is on the spiritual level. Now, when you're healing the mind and the soul. The cure is of the body. Healing is of the mind and the soul. Now, that is metaphysical. You can't see the healing. Cure, एक दवाई ली, सर दर्द बंद हो गया, ये होता है, tangible होता है. Healing is not tangible. You have to have a lot of faith. You have to have a lot of faith, lot of surrender. Then that is where the problem arises. That faith, the rapport has to be created with the healer. So you have faith कि चलो ये करता है वो मेरा सब ठीक हो जाएगा. It's all here. And the mind you can't see, you don't know, nobody knows where the mind is in the body, nothing. So it is on the metaphysical level. The healing is done on the metaphysical level. What is metaphysical? Metaphysical is something you can't see, touch, feel, quantify. So mind, you don't know, you
Intangible.
can't see.
Yeah.
Yeah, intangible. You can't see. And you can't prove mind. You can't prove it. That is metaphysical. So now when you can't prove something, how do you heal it? So how do you cure it? You can't cure it. You have to heal it. And that is where the problem arises, that we are trying to find cures in the body, in this physical body, for something which is happening in the metaphysical. If something is happening in the metaphysical, you have to deal with it in the metaphysical, not in the body.
Oh,
And this is the
okay.
difference
Okay.
between healing. Spiritual healing is that you have to deal with the metaphysical, not with the physical body. So when the metaphysical is, it becomes so strong that it starts showing in the physical body. The root cause lies in the metaphysical. So
Wow.
unless you heal the mind, nothing works.
So that also says that because you are saying it's intangible and invisible, शुरू से ही लगता है कि will it be difficult?
No, in fact, it is very easy.
Lovely. That's
Because it is easy, people think it is difficult. My
wow.
master Michael Dadashri ji always says, spirituality is simpler than the word simple.
Wow. Wow. What a
Yeah.
line.
Yeah, because it is so simple, we can't accept something which is so simple. अब कुछ टेढ़ा मेढ़ा करके दे दोगे ना तो लोग कहेंगे हाँ हाँ कुछ दिया हमको. ये तो कुछ भी नहीं है, इसमें कुछ भी नहीं है. You just have to say yes, okay, I'm getting into it. That's it. I'll take you ahead. It's so simple, honestly. But इसके लिए इतनी झिझक है, इतने myths है, so what to do now?
Yeah, I think you have said it right कि simple चीजों को complex बना के लोगों को लगता है कि they have packaged it better, but you have made it very simpler now. But Smita ji, I know that everybody who is here knows that you have been a part of all the blockbuster movies. In fact, 23 to be precise. And not many know that you're also into spirituality. I know it, of course, because we have touched base and now we have been hearing you. हम आपको follow करते हैं. People do not know about your spiritual journey, which started, in fact, 1 year prior to your Bollywood or acting career. In fact, you're certified also in 36 healing modalities. You have written 2 books. Guys, you should read her books. She's an author, a social worker, and even, this phase of your life, when you said, I'm a grandmom, आप सबसे ज़्यादा renowned spiritual service expert भी हैं. So मेरा second question थोड़ा सा उससे linked है, that as a spiritual expert, do you really feel, ma'am, that everyone necessarily needs, or has a need to heal? And if yes, how they know that भैया हमें किस चीज से heal होना है, कैसे heal होना है? And when you say healing your soul, what exactly it means? And even I had one more line. I know there are a lot of questions together, but one of your mantras I remember you say, feel, deal, and heal. What does that mean? So all these questions bundled together for you.
So basically what happens, Neha, is why do we face problems? Why there is a vacuum? कितना भी पैसा हो, सब कुछ है हमारे पास, फिर भी there is something which is amiss. Why do you feel that? You feel that because you've gone so away from yourself. You've gone so far away from yourself. So एक स्टेज आता है कि सब कुछ होने के बावजूद भी वो सेल्फ से साथ कनेक्शन ही नहीं है. Till you connect with yourself, that you feel that, then you understand that you have to deal with it, because I have gone so far away from the self. ये पहले awareness में आओ कि I have gone far away from the self and I need help. You ask the universe the right questions, the universe will give you the right answers. So you have to be aware that people are wearing masks to show others that I'm very happy and I'm very content and very this. All of us are constantly wearing masks. तो कभी ना कभी ये मास्क टूट जाते हैं ना. कब तक मास्क लेके फिरोगे, कब तक मास्क लेके सबके सामने ही करके नाचोगे? एक टाइम आ जाता है, ये सारी जो कहानियां हैं हमारी, ये फेस पे आके they can be seen on the face so clearly.
The facade is out.
You can't, you can't, any amount of botoxes or any amount of stretching, pulling, whatever facials, whatever you do, does not cover that up at all. Yeah. So it is what is there inside you. So feel, heal, and then you learn to deal with it. Now, how do you deal with it? You understand first that you've gone so far away from yourself. You need to meet yourself first. Okay. Meet yourself. Say hello. जो दुनिया को दिखाने के लिए हम सब कुछ करते हैं, लेकिन अपने आप के साथ अपनी मुलाकात ही नहीं होती यार.
वाह वाह. तो खुद से मुलाकात करने की बात आप कर रहे हैं, and you are saying that guys, you should remember her mantra. I think this is a great takeaway. Feel, deal, and heal. I am taking it home.
Heal.
Ma'am, nowadays I think you've also come up with a different meaning of the word S.O.S. तो guys अभी आप थोड़ा hooked रहिए, क्योंकि S.O.S का जो meaning आप जानते हैं वो थोड़ा different हो गया है. I have heard you saying in one of your press interviews that when I was going through your website, I came across the section of S.O.S and I found it super interesting, because S.O.S का full form आपने कहा save our soul, यही सुना है, यही. So आप बताइए, what is this S.O.S, and could you please elaborate it for our viewers? Yeah,
S.O.S according to me is school of spirituality. It's as simple as that.
School of
And it is an
spirituality.
SOS, it is save our souls. So please enter into the school of spirituality and save your souls. You really need to save your soul at this time. Spirituality should be a way of life. और वो वर्ड सुन के ही लोग इतने डर जाते हैं, और जिससे डरने की जरूरत ही नहीं है, खामखा डर जाते हैं, पता नहीं क्यों. You know, you just feel it's a myth around it. मैं स्पिरिचुअलिटी में जाऊंगी तो मैं संन्यास तो नहीं ले लूंगी. घर के लोग स्टार्ट गेटिंग परेशान हो जाते हैं कि अरे बाप रे इसमें ये घुस गया तो पूरा संसार छोड़ के चली जाएंगे. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं होता है. आई एम वेरी मच इन द संसार. आई एम इंटरनली डिफरेंट. I'm internally a changed human being, but outside I'm doing everything. I dress up, I do makeup, I wear my diamond studs, whatever. शादी पे जाती हूँ, पार्टी पे जाती हूँ, सब कुछ करती हूँ मैं. कुछ भी बदला नहीं है. I mean the acting still, everything is there. Nothing is changed in the outside world for me. Nothing changes in the outside world. But what you need is an inner journey to start internally. That has started for me 36 years ago, 35 years ago. You know, that is now reflecting. That's it. It is very simple. Actually, it is really, really very simple. There's nothing to do with it. But you have to realize that you need to do it. Uski zarurat महसूस होनी चाहिए. It's a need of the hour today. We need to be transformed. We need to be changed. The earth is moving to another dimension. We need to move with the earth. We need to move with the planet. If you remember back in the days, at least when I was growing up, even the movies which were there were those revengeful, villain hota hai, mara mari hoti hai. There's one bichari langli luli, koi बहन होती है, उसके ऊपर rape हो जाता है, and you know that kind of movies हो जाते. Now the movies are so different. The movies are so meaningful. Lots of movies have some message which is conveyed through the movies. So movies have also changed. People have changed. Everything has changed. So planet is moving. Planet is evolving. Don't you think we need to evolve? वरना हम पीछे ही रह जाएंगे. And frustration में जिएंगे. Do you want to lead a life of frustration? All your life you're just tensed and you're frustrated. You can't enjoy anything. सब कुछ होने के बावजूद भी you're still frustrated. What kind of a life is this? Hello, come on, wake up and smell the coffee, guys. I just keep on saying that all the time.
In fact, I take two leaves from your answer here, Miss. First one is आपने बहुत अच्छी बात बोली कि स्पिरिचुअलिटी का मतलब ये नहीं होता कि आप गृह त्यागी बन गए, आप साधु बन गए. You very rightly said, ma'am, that you know. In fact, I'm a money manifestation coach, so I believe I always tell people that do not associate money with you know bad things or something which will make you non-spiritual. Because गृहस्थ का धर्म ही है कि मनी एकत्रित करना है और अपने कुटुंब का ख्याल रखना है. और साधु का धर्म है कि एकत्रित नहीं करना है. तो आप साधु नहीं हो. आपने बहुत ब्यूटीफुली समझाया मैम, ये स्मिता मैम. और सेकंड, आपने जो स्कूल ऑफ स्पिरिचुअलिटी के बारे में बताया, which you touched upon, S.O.S. I have seen your website before the live and I went through it and I saw that you've started a course also, currently Meditate with Me, and you know, which is now even a movement, I think, you know, and after you coming on Unimo and I think 6 series के बाद तो हम इस movement को और अलग level पे ले जाएंगे. ये जब मैंने पढ़ा तो it promises a transformation, ma'am. And it's like done one-on-one. So can you tell me a little bit more about this program? What is Meditate with Me and how is it transformational?
Yeah, so Meditate with Me is not meditate with me. When you say it, meditate with me is you meditate with yourself. That is what is the meaning of meditate with me. So when you meditate with yourself, which means you're coming in touch with yourself for the first time. Yeah. You realize the divinity inside you, and it's a very big commitment. It's a 90 classes, 90 lessons होते हैं इसमें, which is a 1-to-1 every week for half an hour. It's just you and me, 1-to-1 every week for half an hour, 90 lessons. So I'm hand holding you for all that time. I'm watching you, I'm observing you, and as I've said, as you said also just now, I reiterate, it is 100% transformation. I guarantee you that you will be transformed. I guarantee you. But it's a commitment. ऐसी नहीं है कि चीज एलोपैथी जैसी एक दवाई खा ली वो दर्द कम हो गया, ऐसा नहीं है. You know, it is like homeopathy. It takes time, and it's not a magic wand with spirituality. चलो अंदर घुस गए, 2-4 meditation किए, फिर भी कुछ नहीं होता, ऐसा नहीं है meditation. And 90 lessons are not all meditation again. It's a whole gamut of spirituality. Spirituality includes so many other things. It's not just meditation. It'll be very boring. I don't want to get bored. I don't want you to get bored. You know, it's not just meditation too much. वो words सुन के मैं पक जाऊंगी, ऐसा नहीं है ये. It's very interesting. I do a lot of other things also along with that. You see, so I mean, I understand because I have gone through all of it. Initially, somebody had told me, "Oh my God, meditation 90 lesson." No, I don't want to do it. You know, it is not just meditation. I take you through the whole gamut of spirituality, and that is the whole transformation. Yeah. So it's a
Wow,
big
I think
commitment. So
our
if
viewers are
somebody,
getting very excited. You've got
yeah,
fans
if
talking to
somebody
you.
really,
Veena ji is coming. Meeta
if
is
somebody
saying
is
change is
really
always
committed
within. I
to
think
change, yes, change is always within you. So you change and the world changes. As somebody has said, when you change, the things you see change.
wow,
So,
beautiful,
I mean,
beautiful.
you just need to want it. You
Smita
just
ji,
need to
I
say,
know,
yes, yes, I will get.
yeah, yeah.
Bolo.
I know Smita ji, आपका जब last live भी हुआ था, which I was just talking to you that it has crossed, मतलब देखते ही देखते 100,000 millions views पे पहुंच गया था, and people were writing to you with lot of your, queries, lot of burning questions. They come to you with lot of, problems, and I know that, you have a lot of bouquet of services modalities which you do with them, and also, reinvent and also inventing some of them, what we are just discussing. But when I read your founder, company, Heaven Answers, like I am a fan of Universe, and I think it's relates. वो सुन के ही बहुत मजा आ रहा है कि Heaven Answers है अपने आप में इतनी beautiful term है. But does Heaven answers to you? And if it yes, what is this Heaven Answers modality? What exactly it is? I mean, I think you are the first one to talk about it in the entire world. What exactly is it?
Yeah. Yeah. So now, please forgive me. Please, I'm not boasting or trying to act big and mighty and all that, but this is actually what happens to me in Heaven Answers. When people come with their queries, I need a little more of details of them and things like that. Like I ask them for their photograph and birth time and this, that. These are just things which I need the formalities. And I ask them for a question, for a questionnaire, whatever questions you ask. Like when you go to an astrologer, कैसे सवाल होते हैं, और a tarot card reader जैसे सवाल होते हैं, कुछ भी सवाल उसमें पूछ सकते हैं. They need not be spiritual at all. They could be your actual physical, कि मेरा पैसा कहीं अटक गया, मेरा कोर्ट केस चल रहा है, मेरी किसी बेटी की शादी नहीं हो रही, कि मेरा डिवोर्स हो रहा है, मेरे को फाइनेंशियल प्रॉब्लम. Any question, okay? This is a one thing which is open to any question. It is not just spiritual questions at all, okay? So when that questionnaire comes to me, I get up in the night, in the middle of the night, and I meditate on those questions. And I'm in a different zone. I don't know what is happening. I honestly don't know. But there are these downloads which come. This state of mind lasts for about 45 minutes to 50 minutes. All those downloads come from. I have my person who is on call. He has to record all of that because I have no memory of what I have said. In that, some astrological charts come. I don't know nothing about astrology. Some astrological charts come. क्या क्या आता है मेरे को नहीं समझ में आता है, कैसे होता है मेरे को नहीं मालूम. Please, I don't know. It is really, that's why I say that it's some kind of a grace and it's really Heaven Answers. That's why I've kept it Heaven Answers. तो वो आता है and I keep talking and it's recorded because he can't write it so fast. So it has to be recorded. Then he formats it and he emails it. This question का आंसर आपने ये दिया था, इस question का आंसर आपने ये दिया था. I have no memory of it at all. So if there are many questions, I have to do this session 2-3 times because it only lasts for 45 minutes. How it comes, what happens, I don't know. Besides that, I'm making cards. I've made cards like tarot cards. I have made cards which are called Heaven Answers cards. So that's a new thing which I have come up with. That also came as a download that you need to do these cards. Now, these cards are not going to be as easy as like tarot card. You can read a manual or go to a teacher and say, unless you have learned the chakras and unless you have done the course with me, you will not be able to read those cards. They're not something which is easily you can buy in the market and get it. No, it's not like that. I've not made it so very honestly. So they have come to me in this way, so I have delivered in this way. So those cards are another thing which I'm looking forward to, which is going to be like readings करते हैं ना लोग, वो cards से मैं वो readings करूँगी. उसका भी नाम मैंने Heaven Answers ही रखा है because it is really a divine. I don't know how this is happening. Neha, please, all the guests, all of you all who are watching this and listening to this, it is just happening to me. I have no idea how. Honestly, I don't know.
No, I think, ma'am, I can totally echo what you're saying because आप कहीं ना कहीं universe has chosen you to become that mediator to help these people. It's nothing else but mediator because you're open to that and you are happy to help. So I think it has come very
Yeah.
naturally and you are very sweetly and very. I like your honesty saying that मुझे नहीं पता कहाँ से आ रहा है, but ये हो रहा है. And when I say also, I don't know how it has come. So I think very very pure and honest answer you've given me. आपके लिए एक बहुत ब्यूटीफुल सा कमेंट है मीनल जी का. शी सेइंग आई हैव अ लाइव
Mm.
गुरु still Smita Didi, you have more to offer to me. So I think it's a very beautiful comment. Ma'am,
Thank you so much.
heaven answers. I think it's a beautiful word you have chosen. I now I know why you have chosen it. Though I know that you always say that you're not a guru, you're a spiritual expert. You always say that. You know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
today, when we see so many techniques coming in and inventions on techniques coming in, and you also invite, like you just told me about these cards, which is like a great invention. Would you yourself
Mm.
now call yourself like a Elon Musk of the spiritual world because you are devising new techniques?
No, no, I'm a simple person. I'm just Smita Jayakar for the world. And you call me a navigator, a mentor, a friend, a guide, all that. Don't give me all these big names. I can't handle all of that. I'm too
I,
small.
I think I
Honestly,
think our generation will call you that only because these are the innovators and the inventors of our generation, and I think you're also doing something so beautiful. And now I'm so greedy to look at those cards as they come in, and I'm also waiting for it.
yeah.
In fact, बहुत सारे लोग हमें questions भेज रहे हैं. Guys, you can keep sending your questions. I will do a quick question round with Smita ji, and then I'll try to pick up one or two questions out of that. Smita ji, my quick question segment starts now. My first question to you is what is the role or contribution of spirituality, especially in the segment of mental health? Because आपने जब शुरू भी किया था answer, you told me about physical and mental thing. So what is the role and contribution of spirituality when we talk about mental health?
Role, that is the only role. For your mental health, the only role is spirituality. Because again, your mental health, you're talking of the mind. Again, you're talking, as I said in the beginning, only it's a metaphysical, which you don't know. Yeah, the problem is because you don't know, and the metaphysical has to be dealt in the metaphysical way, not in the physical form. So the minute you cure your mind, you shift your mind, you change your mind, that is the transformation. But the minute here it changes in your body, it changes in your entire life, it changes all around you. All your relations, everything changes, everything there is a shift. Everything there's a shift. So it's all mental health के लिए तो इसका ही एक ही इलाज है, एक ही ये इलाज है. दूसरा इलाज ही नहीं है इसको. If
Okay,
you want to
wow,
really be mentally
wow.
stable, this is the only way to do it.
So guys, very very beautiful and very powerful answer. मैं कहूँगी Smita ji. Vaishali is saying tarot reading by Smita ji. I don't know Vaishali if Smita ji is open to doing that, but she can definitely think about it. I think we should wait for her cards. In fact, that's a new invention,
Yeah,
yeah. So I think yeah, we should
yeah,
wait.
I would do heaven answer cards. I don't do tarot. I'm so sorry.
So guys, wait for heaven answers. Here's a revolutionary, innovation coming our way. Ma'am, what is the difference between बहुत ही generic question है. I think बहुत सारे forum से पूछा गया आपसे. लेकिन फिर भी I'll ask you because I know that's where all of us get into dilemma. What is the difference between mind and soul?
See, mind and soul, actually, if you come to think of it, there is really no difference. Soul, I would call, comes in later on. When the woman is pregnant, the soul comes in much later on. It enters much later on. The soul is that consciousness which is there in you, the chaitanya. So when you leave the body, what goes with you is the consciousness, the chaitanya. That is when they say the soul has left the body. Okay? So mind is there when the body is there. When the body is not there, the mind is not there. So as the soul is there, the mind is not there. The mind is existing because the soul is there, because the chaitanya is there. So they're both related. Mind, we feel it is here. It is a thought sphere. What is mind? Mind is a bundle of thoughts. So we get thoughts from the thought sphere. They're processed in the brain. Brain is an organ only. They're processed in the brain and the action happens. Now this happens so fast that we can't tell the difference. We don't know the difference. It's just so fast. I'll give you an example of a fan. So when the fan is moving fast, can you see the blades of the fan? You can't see the blades, but the blades are there, right? So ये प्रोसेस अगर स्लो हो जाएगा तो हमको ये डिफरेंस पता चलेगा माइंड और सोल के बीच में. Because it is so fast, the thoughts coming, it's processed in the brain, immediately the action is coming. That's where the confusion is. It's just exactly like the blades of the fan. फैन को स्लो करो, वो ब्लेड्स बराबर दिखते हैं. फैन को फास्ट करो तो ब्लेड्स नहीं दिखते. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि ब्लेड्स है नहीं, ब्लेड्स तो है.
हाँ, मतलब I was reading a joke somewhere and I'd like to talk about it because it's related to what we are talking about. कि आपने कभी 21 माले की बिल्डिंग पे खड़े होके ये नहीं सोचा कि लॉ ऑफ ग्रेविटी है कि नहीं, कूद के देखता हूँ, पता करता हूँ. लॉ ऑफ ग्रेविटी आपको दिखाई नहीं देता, but it exists. So what you said is so
That's
beautiful.
again metaphysical. That's metaphysical. Gravity is metaphysical. So you can prove it only by throwing something down. Then that's a proof. कि throw करो तो नीचे गिर जाता है. So it is something, it is so closely related to each other. That's why in human body you can't tell the difference between the mind and the soul. दोनों चीजें हम when we leave the body दोनों चीजें निकल जाती है.
So I think Bela has a question related to कि how to slow down. जब मैम बोल रहे हैं कि you should slow down at times, how to slow down?
That how to slow down, come to me. I'll tell you how to slow down. That is where
And
all the spirituality and
Smita
everything
ji will
comes.
come episode on episode. She'll be here, so make sure you are connecting on every episode to hear from her, because every episode she'll bring in a new topic to talk about. So I think you'll learn a lot, and go and contact her because it's a one-on-one conversation with her will be heavenly. I think heaven answers ही हो गया वो. So definitely. Ma'am, again I'll harp on the fact of differentiations only. There are few words which are considered to be very बोलते हैं ना कि मिसयूज वर्ड, जैसे स्ट्रैटेजी वर्ड कॉर्पोरेट में बहुत मिसयूज होता है आजकल. लोग हर कोई माइंडफुलनेस बोलता है, हर कोई अवेयरनेस बोलता है, स्पिरिचुअलिटी बोलता है, सेल्फ एक्चुअलाइजेशन बोलता है. मैम ये चार बड़े वर्ड्स, सेल्फ एक्चुअलाइजेशन, स्पिरिचुअलिटी, माइंडफुलनेस और अवेयरनेस, क्या इन चारों में कोई डिफरेंस है, और अगर है तो क्या है?
Mindfulness is relating to the mind only. Most people, they have these kind of modalities, which is time management, ये mind anger management, ये वो. These are all mind activities. What I feel is mind से थोड़ा सा 18 inch का distance करो, come to heart activities. Connect with things from the heart. Now that's what you don't know. We are only related to the mind. We don't know how to connect with the heart. बच्चा जब छोटा होता है तो वो दिल से कनेक्ट होता है. Why do we like children? Because the self is not developed as yet. Till the age of 6, 7, their self is not developed. They deal only with the heart. But once the mind is developed, वो self जब develop होता है उसके बाद में हम heart को भूल ही जाते हैं completely. For example, a woman when she's pregnant, what first the doctor can hear is the heartbeats. No, पहला heart शुरू हो जाता है, right? पहले heart शुरू हो जाता है. And last में भी heart बंद हो जाता है when you're declared dead, not when the brain is dead.
Oh yeah.
Right? So heart का heart ही connection है. इस बीच में हम heart को ही भूल जाते हैं. ऐसे कैसे होगा? सब कुछ mind and the mind is constantly द्विधा में डालेगा आपको. Mind हमेशा confusion में ही डालेगा आपको. यही तो गुण है mind का. ये गुण है mind का. So it's doing its job and you are getting carried away by it. So mind को छोड़ो. You make use of the mind. Mind also gives you good thoughts. So you have to befriend the mind. How to make use of the mind, that is where all the spirituality and meditation, all these comes. You know that difference. So what was the other one?
So you
Mind
mean to
and
say that self-actualization, spirituality, mindfulness and awareness.
Yeah, now self-actualization is self-realization, is to realize that the self is not there. This is where who am I comes in. If you read of Ramana Maharshi or heard of Ramana Maharshi, he always talks of who am I. To realize that I am not there, there is no self. ये हमारा भ्रम है कि हम हैं. That is self-actualization. That's again a higher process of spirituality. I don't want to discuss it now. लोग डर जाएंगे उसके बारे में बोलूंगी अभी तो. We'll keep it for the last segment with you. Yeah,
Sure.
so self-realization, realize that the self is not there. Spirituality का तो हमने बता दिया आपको क्या है.
और awareness.
Awareness. This is where the problem arises. Awareness is the unawareness is a disease of mankind. If you are aware that something is happening to me, you will take steps to do something about it. लोग इतने अवेयरनेस में जीते हैं, उनको पता ही नहीं है उनको क्या चाहिए, क्या प्रॉब्लम है. Why are they suffering? Suffering is of the mind, pain is of the body. They don't know why are they suffering. That is unawareness. If you knew that you are suffering, I am suffering, I need help, you will get it. That's coming into awareness. Unawareness is the biggest disease of mankind. People are just living, just existing. मर नहीं सकते इसलिए जी रहे हैं, ये जीना नहीं है. Constantly under suffering, I mean, why? There are ways of just getting out of suffering. Easy ways of getting out of suffering. You don't need to suffer. The life is not made, God has not made life to suffer. The divine has made life to enjoy, जिसको हम कर ही नहीं सकते. चाहे सब कुछ है आपके पास, फिर भी you're not enjoying, फिर भी you're suffering from inside. The vacuum is there, there's something which is bothering you, disturbing you, something is there.
कितना कितना ब्यूटीफुली समझाया आपने. That till the time you're not really aware, how will you act on it? So awareness is the first step, and then only you start acting on it. So then the change will occur. The change will only occur after your awareness comes in as the first step.
Correct.
Wow. Okay, so I will try to take one or two questions more from my segment, and then I'll go to the audience. Audience, feel free to ask more questions. स्मिता जी, कई बार लोग प्रॉब्लम्स में फंसे होते हैं और उसी समय सॉल्यूशंस नहीं मिलते उन्हें. अदरवाइज तो दे सीम टू बी वेरी इवॉल्व. What is the way to handle a state when you are stuck in a problem? That time, what do you suggest?
Yeah, most of the time we remain in a problem zone. Now the problem actually is this small, but उसके ऊपर सोच के प्रॉब्लम हमारे दिमाग में बहुत बड़ा हो जाता है. The solution is actually just outside the problem, but you make the problem so big in your head and you drown in that problem. My suggestion here is, if you are in a state of a problem, connect to your divine. That is another. I have one of those. This in my meditate with me thing. Did you connect with your divine? Ask for a solution. ये problem है, मुझे पता है. मुझे इसका solution चाहिए. Go in the solution zone. No. Why do you want to remain in the problem zone and go on and on and on and on and on and make it so big till you don't know how to handle it and you're drowned in it? Till somebody has to lift you out, or if somebody doesn't, you don't find somebody to lift you out, you're still drowned in that problem. What is the point? So immediately, okay, I know this is a problem, I want the solution. And the solution is just outside the problem. ऐसा कोई भी ताला नहीं बना जिसकी चाबी नहीं है. पहले solution बनता है, फिर problem बनता है. There is always a solution to a problem. Maybe the problem is big, maybe the solution will be a little complicated or difficult or whatever, but there is a solution. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि कोई भी प्रॉब्लम का सॉल्यूशन नहीं है. You can either solve it or dissolve it. There's a solution or a dissolution.
Wow. आपने जब वो ताले वाला एग्जांपल बोला तो I literally saw Smita ji on that silver screen talking about it, and we were taking our moral lessons home. I think बहुत beautifully समझाया आपने. और सबसे अच्छी बात स्मिता जी मुझे हमेशा आपके बारे में लगती है कि you connect with people on a very simple level. You don't complicate theories, you don't put in a lot of jargons there. You try to give very very real life example, and I think आपने जो आज समझाया, and even solve and dissolve, what a beautiful solution. My last question to you, Smita ji, can you please tell our viewers how to consistently, now the word is consistently, keep a balance of mind and always stay positive. We all say positive रहो, हम भी करते भी हैं, हम लोग सब लोग ये execute करने की भी कोशिश करते हैं life में, लेकिन when it comes to consistent efforts to keep that balance of mind and always stay positive, can you tell us what to do in that kind of situation?
No, see, you keep telling your mind be positive doesn't work. It has to happen. And when it happens, it's a permanent and an irreversible state. So happening होनी चाहिए. अभी ये happening आपके बोलने से, आपको बार बार बोलने से, affirmation doesn't work that way. Something has to shift. Now that shifting is where I come in the picture. It's a metaphysical surgery that I have to do with you to shift your mind.
Okay.
It's very simple. Wow. It's very simple. It's not difficult. It's very simple. It's just the thing is, आपको एक सही channel मिलना चाहिए, सही मार्गदर्शक मिलना चाहिए कि will take you there. There are lots of people, but start somewhere. Start. Somewhere you have to start. I need this. I need to change. You know yourself better. Who knows you better than you? Tell me. You know if you're a insecure person, if you're a jealous kind of a person, if you're a अंदर से क्या है हम खुद जानते हैं ना अपने आप को. तो अपने आप से पूछो मुझे चेंज होना है कि नहीं होना है. नहीं होना है तो your life fine, live like that. Who's to stop you? Be in suffering. That's your life. That's your choice. But if you feel no, I don't want to live like this. मुझे छोटे बीच में constantly कुछ ना कुछ चलता रहता है. Unrest kind of a thing. I don't want that. Okay, come. You don't have to come only to me. There are lots of people who can help you. ऐसा नहीं है कि मेरे ही पास सब solutions है. नहीं है. ऐसा नहीं है. But find your way and walk on that path. Walk on the path of transformation.
Yeah, I think you very rightly put up कि भाई transformation के road पे पहला कदम तो रखिए. अगर आप रखना ही नहीं चाहते तो none of us can help you. स्मिता जी भी आपकी हेल्प नहीं कर सकती अगर आपने डिसाइड नहीं किया.
Exactly.
Wow. Yeah. Ma'am, Dipti is saying that solve dissolve is a perfect formula. So people are loving your tips. Good evening, everybody. Radha Krishnan ji is saying very nice tips. Priya Pitale is agreeing with you, saying seriously problem ka solution hai, but we have to find it and not to be stuck with the problem. I think she got your lessons there.
Yeah.
Okay, Gayatri has a question, ma'am, for you. She's saying, can you give me a simpler way to clean a aura every day?
Simpler way, you can have a salt water bath. Last जो mug लेंगे ना आप उसको salt water डाल के clean your aura. Then again you have these sage sticks, white sage के smudge sticks मिलते हैं. With that you can clean your aura. Or Palo Santo के sticks मिलते हैं. With that you can clean your aura. These kind of things are there. Salt is of course very nice. So you can dip your feet in the salt water, just the way हम लोग pedicure के लिए जाते हैं ना. When we dip your feet, you put some salt, Epsom salt or some salt in that water, which removes all the negativity from the feet. से सारा निकल जाता है. These are the few tips that we can do by cleaning of the aura at home. But otherwise, you can go to somebody who can actually clean your aura and chakras and all that.
Yeah, you can also go to experts. Yeah, ma'am, Drishti has a question. She's saying how to survive when you are stuck with negative people.
Negative people?
People around you, yeah.
Now, I am of the opinion that please don't judge others. Don't say somebody else is negative. You change from inside, your view of other people will change. So this one negative, that one negative, that one this, that. Pointing fingers at others is not going to work. Work on yourself. Don't be judgmental about somebody else. See what you are. You change, no? You change first. Why do you want to change somebody else? That is not going to happen. Whatever age you are, 30, 40, whatever age, you have not been able to change yourself being 30, 40 years. How do you expect another person to change because of you? कैसे हो सकता है ये? पहले तुम चेंज हो जाओ ना, फिर तुम दुनिया को चेंज हो सकते हो. मेलोडी खाओ, खुद जान जाओ.
एंड मुझे ना एक और इंसिडेंस याद आ रहा है स्मिता जी, आपसे बहुत रिलेटेड है। ये जब लोग कहते हैं ना कि ये नेगेटिव है, ये नेगेटिव है, तो कई बार जो दूसरे साइड वाला बंदा होता है ना, अगर उसकी ओपिनियन पूछी जाए तो उसके लिए शायद आप नेगेटिव हो, वो आपके लिए यही
एग्जैक्टली व्हाट आई एम
ओपिनियन
सेइंग,
है। हाउ डू यू नो? या
एग्जैक्टली,
वाओ,
एग्जैक्टली, करेक्ट, करेक्ट। सो दूसरों के ऊपर ब्लेम क्यों करते हो, ये ऐसा है वो वैसा है, तुम यू लुक व्हाट यू आर ना, लुक
wow,
व्हाट यू
what
आर।
a beautiful tip. And I think Smita ji, आप हमेशा, like why I follow you so much, because I like your functional tips also. ये life guru भी हैं आप, मतलब of course I know you don't like to be called as guru, but I think you also giving a lot of life coach lessons which are great. Because guys, it's not always that हम हमेशा ये सोचे कि हमारे आसपास नेगेटिव ही है, एनवायरमेंट ही है। हम खुद अगर अपने का, आपको जैसे स्मिता जी ने कहा, चेंज करने का डिसीजन ले लेते हैं, तो फिर कोई हमें रोक नहीं सकता है। नोबडी कैन स्टॉप अस, भले कुछ भी एनवायरनमेंट, कुछ
एग्जैक्टली।
भी लोग। ओके। एंड आई थिंक पीपल आर प्रेजिंग यू स्मिता जी, बहुत सारे आपके लिए बहुत अच्छे कमेंट्स आ रहे हैं। वैशाली सिंह perfectly said स्मिता जी, वन फिंगर टुवर्ड्स अदर एंड फोर टुवर्ड्स अस। तो आई थिंक फोर नहीं बताया था स्मिता जी ने, पर आप लोग सब समझ गए हो कि वो क्या बोलना चाह रहे हैं। ओके। एंड पूनम तहलियानी सिंह, दैट्स द एग्जैक्ट प्रॉब्लम, खुद को छोड़ के सबको बदलना है हमें। तो आई थिंक
Correct, correct,
वेरी वेरी
absolutely,
ब्यूटीफुल।
absolutely, got it right, you know.
बिल्कुल। So I think Smita ji, questions are still pouring in, but I know that you are committed for the time. And guys, आप इतना घबराइए मत, स्मिता जी हमें यूनमो पे मिलती रहेंगी। ये तो फर्स्ट एपिसोड है, अब आपको जाके हर जगह नॉइस करना है कि स्मिता जी आ रहे हैं, सीरीज ऑफ एपिसोड में आ रहे हैं, 6 एपिसोड में आएंगे। शी हैज टेकन आउट टाइम टू बी ऑन दिस कम्युनिटी ओनली बिकॉज मदर्स आर ऑन दिस कम्युनिटी, एंड शी वांटेड टू एड्रेस ईच वन ऑफ अस, बिकॉज शी बिलीव्स कि अगर मदर्स एक स्ट्रॉन्गर बेस बना पाएंगी तो हमारे अगली जनरेशन स्ट्रॉन्ग होगी। So Smita ji, I'm not taking
True.
more questions, but I want you to say something in the end of this live and with a promise of coming again.
I am definitely going to come again because I enjoy all these things. I love it. If I can share knowledge, or if somebody somewhere कुछ कहीं पे लगेगा उसको क्या मुझे change होना है, so for me that's a big thing. That my master says, if you can transform one person on this earth, you've earned so much of a satkarma. So for me, if I can transform so many people, it'll be a blessing for me. Thank you, Neha, for in fact calling me over here. I would love it. In fact, one of the topics, whenever आपके 6 series में एक topic हम ये जरूर लेंगे about parenting, as in what kind of children, how the children are, what kind of children have taken birth with you. Even if you're planning a family, what to do about it. A lot of people, lot of parents are not aware of what sort of children they're bringing into the world today. A lot of parents are not
Wow.
aware. So we can take one of that topic someday and help. And I really feel that if there are so many people, so many mothers on this Unimom, अगर एक औरत बदल जाती है तो पूरी कायनात बदल जाएगी, that also is another topic we can always take, that how women can change from within and what they can do, how do they tap their source and their energy. This is one also, again I'm just suggesting what topics we can take for the
No, I
next
think I
series.
think I was in awe of you suggesting topics, because मुझे लगा था ये होगा, but आपने जो topics बोला वो तो मुझे बहुत ही amazing लग रहे हैं, because Smita ji, this will help mothers a lot, and I think they are
Yeah,
continuously, like today's parenting. I think the best thing which has happened in the parenting industry is that parents have become conscious of parenting. Of course some are extremists and we can talk about it, and I know आप बहुत अच्छी बातें बताते हैं उसमें कि parenting कैसे extreme ends पे भी नहीं होनी चाहिए. And guys, you should listen to these conversations because Smita ji will have amazing tips for you. Smita ji, I'm just wanting to know. Vanita has one more question. Should I take it or you want me to park it for
yeah,
the
please,
next one?
please, of course. No, please take it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Vanita, I'm taking your question as the last one because I've already, concluded the live, but I still take it. She's saying, when I work and do not achieve the desired results, I become very, very low. How can I work on raising my energies, ma'am? Please guide.
Yeah, see, everything doesn't have to be a reward. हमारा प्रॉब्लम ये है कि हम कोई भी स्टेप देते हैं उसका हमको रिवॉर्ड चाहिए. So you have to understand there is going to be something like that in life. Have patience and remember one thing, everything and every experience you have in life is a learning experience. If it is not a learning experience for you, it will keep on repeating again if you've not learned a lesson from that. So if you've not got the reward, ask yourself why. What did I do wrong? Or what should I improve upon? What is it that I've not got the reward? Every time anything you do cannot have rewards all the time. Sometimes failure leads to a lot of success. Only if you have a failure will you evolve. बार बार आपको सिर्फ success मिलते जाएंगे तो your head will become big. It will be too much of an ego that I'm always successful. No, you have to go through failures for you to evolve. Like every one of us knows Thomas Alva Edison ka example, right? It was the 999th time when he was successful about the bulb. Yeah, and that's what he said, that I know 999 times that this doesn't work. He did not take it as a failure. Now imagine the tenacity of a man to go through it over and over again so many 999 times is not a joke. हमको एक जरा सा failure आता है, हम इतने upset क्यों हो जाते हैं? It's all right. That's a part of living. That's part of life. How can I do things better? Evolve. Look. Always everything has a flip side. Look at the flip side. Don't be in the negative zone. There's always a flip side to things.
Wow. I think people are loving it and everybody's writing through. Very nice. Jasmine is also asking how to enroll in ma'am's course. So Jasmine, we'll give you all the details. I'll also put in ma'am's website there. You can go and enroll there, right, ma'am? That's the right way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So guys, that's the right way to do it. And people are saying we'll be hooked for the next episode also. So ma'am, I think आज तो आपको हम surprise की तरह लेके आए हैं, but now onwards people will be hooked to your sessions. And as always, ma'am, I took so many notes when I was talking to you. And I think I keep meeting so many celebrities. I always say that. And I've met celebrities with larger egos, smaller egos, and all kind of things. बट ऑलवेज दे हैव आस्क कि हमें क्या मिल रहा है. बट आई थिंक आपके साथ जितनी बार मेरी टीम ने कनेक्ट किया, आपने यूनिमो को जब सपोर्ट किया, यूनिमो आस्क मी कि मुझे क्या मिलता है, एंड यू ऑलवेज सेड हाँ करते हैं मदर्स का ग्रुप पे करते हैं. आई थिंक दैट मेक्स यू सो ब्यूटीफुल बिकॉज यू वॉक द टॉक. यू डोंट जस्ट टॉक अबाउट समथिंग यू आर टॉकिंग योर, but you display that in your day-to-day life. So thank you for being such a wonderful human being, and thank you for taking out time, and I'm looking forward to the next episode with you.
Me too. Looking forward, Neha. Love you all. Love you all.
Thank you.
Okay.
Love you so much. Thank you so much.